Hello guys, as promised today we have a special guest in our office in Berlin, and today we're going to talk about women in electronic music with DARK WASP, and yeah, I pass it to you.
First of all, thank you for the invitation. It's really a pleasure to be here. So about myself, my music journey started more than 15 years ago with the classical and contemporary music. So I've been playing flute for more than 15 years. And then after the music academy, I started to learn jazz for 1 year, and then something happened. So a friend of mine told me, do you want to come with me to an electronic music concert? I was like, okay, electronic music concert. I was not so into electronic music.
Right.
Years ago, I was more into jazz, metal, rock. Then I saw all these synthesizer machines, neon lights. For me, it was a surprise. And then I started to make my releases 4 years ago with my old project, 𝗙𝗶𝗀𝗀.
Right.
With the electro music. And then when I came to Berlin almost 3 years ago, I was like caught in these waves of dark industrial techno. And then I also started to produce dark industrial techno. But then last year I fell in love with this big world of modular synthesizers. And so I decided to close my whole project and to open a new one with the name the DARK WASP, to start a new journey in modular synthesizers with more cyberpunk, dark wave, dark ambient music.
Nice. And as a female producer, what was your experience in that regard in Berlin or maybe even in Rome?
I had to face some challenges, and I can name that maybe barriers. It was that I met like male DJ producer or artist directors who told me that they were interested in my music, but it was not like that. And this was I think the big challenge, because I didn't face any challenge in learning music. This is the question.
I mean, that was maybe one of the downsides of the industry. Have you also experienced something positive?
Yeah, I think I can say that I've seen some progress about also initiatives and campaigns that aim to support women and also not gender people in the industry. So, for example, 2 years ago, I read an interview of a 𝗔𝗯𝗶𝗀. Her also words like not taking seriously was a constant theme in my career. So that moved me a lot. And I started also to search about organizations who aim to support women in this industry.
Right.
And then I found, for example, Female Pressure.
You've mentioned 𝗔𝗯𝗶𝗀. Are there also other names that come to mind when it comes to female progress in electronic music?
Okay, for me, female progress not only in the gender theme, but as a female DJ producer is Louisa.
Right.
So she's for me a great inspiration, and I discovered her thanks to 𝗙𝗪𝗪 and 𝗟𝗶𝗀, so the French techno, and 𝗙𝗪𝗪 for me was a sort of electronic music guru. And what really inspired me was that she told in an interview that the time for accept myself is right now. Because sometimes in my career, in relationships, in music, in job, I don't know, the problem is with self-acceptance, self-esteem, so self-criticism. And I think that this is also a problem in, we can say, in the gender diversity, that the first thing that maybe we should do is accept ourselves. It should be the first step, and maybe to be then accepted. It's important because it's like a journey that we have, and I'm still having, and I hope that it will come to an end and find the time to accept myself, like Louisa told.
Yeah, very nice. If you would have maybe some advice for people, some females that started just working in the career.
Yeah, if we talk about music, so I can speak about my experience. So first of all, listen to electronic music.
Right.
So what is electronic music? Go to YouTube, SoundCloud, Spotify, and search for the electronic music also you like. So can be a good point of start to understand what kind of music also do you want to produce.
Right.
And then someone told me one day, YouTube will be your best friend. And so it was, and so it is. Because on YouTube you can find really all tutorials, live performances, interviews, and it's all for free.
Right.
So you don't need at first to go in a school and spend money. I mean, you have all at your hand.
Right.
And last but not least, go to electronic music events. So go there and speak with people, and that they have more experience than you, and they can suggest you the best way to start. And it's really all for free to grab a beer and speak with other musicians. Here in Berlin, there are plenty of events.
Right.
Yeah.
Great. I'm also very interested in your journey because you, as you said, you started as a classical musician, right? How did that actually like help you in your career in electronic music?
Of course, my classical background helped me, of course, to get more into music, like also music theory about melody, accords, triads. I was more flexible in changing melody, understand rhythms. So we can say I get up this part of music theory when also there was the electronic music course. Now we will speak about the classical music history also, and this helped me a lot also to view the electronic music in another perspective also.
Right.
Not only also techno in these straight rules that you have in a grid, but also to experiment with something else that came from my background.
Right.
Also, someone told also that 𝗔𝗯ance Bach was a sort of techno in his time, and this was true with his fuga also. And you started to understand also that when you produce electronic music.
Very nice. And yeah, thank you so much for doing this. And if you have any last word, we're happy to hear it.
Yeah, I mean, if we speak about woman in electronic music, what I can say is like what I learned from Luisa. So first of all, believe in yourself, accept yourself, and it's a never-ending journey, but you will get it. And also in electronic music, it's the same.
Great. Thank you so much for doing this.
Thank you.
And I wish you great success with your career. And yeah, all the best. Thank you so much.